Hey, good morning, y'all. I guess it's not surprising when you start gardening, you start thinking of ways to save, freeze, can, put away things. But I found that I'm also getting into um, Mylar bags and my shrink wrapper. Um, and right now I'm doing bags of sugar. Um, I don't know. You tend to just want to find ways to preserve and put things back if you can. And a lot of times you're doing from hand to mouth thing, but in general, all of these things are ways to preserve, be prepared. I'm not a what's the word? Well, I guess I'm kind of a prepper. I'm not over the top, but when you go to the store, you grab something, you grab an extra one, and you put it back for a later day. The way these prices are going up, um, it is really getting to the point where you pretty much have to. Besides the food, you gotta have your shrink wrap bags and all that stuff, because there may come a day when you just can't afford everything that's on the shelves. So, not something to be worried about, just something to be aware of. And I think that's where some people miss the mark. They start worrying. It's not about worrying. It's really more or less about being prepared. I mean, we are taught to put money away for a rainy day, and all these things are in preparation. We don't know what's going to happen, but I don't see why there's not a reason to be prepared and to continue preparing your family and teaching your family how to be prepared. So, anyway, just was sharing that this morning. So, if you stock up on oatmeal, grits, things that you know are non-perishable, cans, I do that a little bit in my pantry. Yeah, these type cans. We tend to stock up on those things. We stock up on toiletries. We stock up on canned foods, toiletries, bleach. They're talking about we may be going back into the COVID era. Don't envy that, but you know, it's still methods of being prepared, and that way you're not in the mad rush to grab everything at the store if we do end up back in lockdown. I hope we don't, but still, again, it's another way to be prepared. So just keep that in mind. Hey y'all, so I was telling y'all that I I shrink wrap or different. So I was telling y'all in storing food sometimes things like grits, rice, sugar, oatmeal. Um, I tend to use my shrink wrapper to be able to store up that food. So just takes a few little processes to get ready. I'm gonna seal this bag. All right, and it makes a really nice seal on your bag. So now this bag is ready for me to put items in, and I like to write on here what I'm actually sealing up. It's going to be grits. Once I measure it out, I'll see how many cups that I'm actually putting aside. So you always want to name everything you're working with. A lot of people think that prepping is about, storing back a lot of ready-made meals, and that could be too. you know, just whatever your family's needing. But for me, with these prices going up like they are, I need to have things that I can make a good hot meal breakfast for my family. With the prices going up, I try to buy in bulk, and unfortunately, so I think we'll be able to get 4. No, let's see, 4, 5. Yeah, I think 6 cups will do. And we're going to make sure we got it set for dry and for normal shrink wrapping. If this was liquid, I would select moisture. And if I'm doing leaves or something that I don't want to crush, I'll do gentle. Let's see, we're going to say vacuum seal. Alright, we'll wait, and as soon as the light goes on for the seal, we'll open it. And there we go. Shrink wrap. Solid. And sometimes I do opt to put oxygen eliminator in these bags, but these are going into the freezer. Let's see how much. I think I said I had 6 cups. I'll keep better count. Sometimes I usually do 4 cups because it just depends on which family members are eating. But anyway, so I did 6 cups in there. Alright, so we check it, make sure we got a good seal on there. And these are my oxygen eliminators. Basically, they suck oxygen out of certain foods if I decide to store it in certain places. So sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. So these are going to be stacked into the freezers. And the little bit I have here is going in the refrigerator. So they can go ahead on and start using this for tomorrow's breakfast or the day after. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with me while I went through my shrink wrapping process with grits. And I hope this gives you some tips of how to preserve during this financial crunch everybody's going through with these high rates. So, and I noticed too, they're starting to make the cans even smaller for the same price, but you're getting a can that's not like your regular 8-ounce can. It might be about 6 ounces or 5 ounces. You all may have noticed that as well, but it is what it is. We can't do anything about that. But if we can find ways to save around our own homes and put things back for a rainy day, food wise, I think it's just smart to be preparing. All right, have a good one.